Journey with Jesus, day 98, a possessed boy. How long am I to bear with you? I like this story. It confirms that the way I think is Christ-like. That's a joke. I'll explain later. Comparing these three accounts reveals that Luke and Matthew had sources in addition to Mark. Mark says that someone from the crowd said, "Teacher, I brought you my son. He has a spirit that makes him unable to speak. And whenever it seizes him, it dashes him down, and he foams and grinds his teeth and becomes rigid." Luke says that the man shouted, "Teacher, I beg of you to look at my son. He is my only child. Suddenly a spirit seizes him, and all at once he shrieks. It convulses him until he foams at the mouth. It mauls him and will scarcely leave him." Matthew tells us that a man came up to Jesus on his knees, saying, "Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is an epileptic and he suffers terribly. He often falls into the fire and often into the water." This sounds like three different eyewitnesses of the same event. In all three accounts, the man tells Jesus that his disciples could not cure his son. And Jesus says what I sometimes think about my students to his disciples: "How much longer must I be and put up with you?" And asks them to bring the boy to him. Jesus healed the boy. Then in Matthew tells his disciples, "If you had faith the size of a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it would move." Luke puts his version of this saying much later in chapter 17 and uses a mulberry tree being planted in the sea. Jesus may or may not have used both examples, or Luke and Matthew changed it. We don't know.